Alright, what's going on, everybody? The journey continues. So the video that I'm going over now is for, doesn't have to be just for competitors for a bodybuilding show, but in general, anything to do with nutrition and fitness where you're leading up to a certain point and you're following a diet program. Whether it be something super strict to the point where you're following methodically day after day. The bodybuilding show competition that I'm getting ready for myself has been a long process. And what I mean by that is it was a diet that I've been following. It might have changed here and there, but it's been pretty strict for, I would say, pretty much almost a year. I mean, I know it seems like a long time, but there's different phases in that year. So this is to all the people out there following programs who have been saying, we'll say strict because it's what you need to do, meaning the diet that you follow to get the goals that you want to achieve. So when you're following a certain program and you're eating foods, you're restricting other foods that you can't put in your program because it doesn't fit your goal. It doesn't get you the results that you want, either physically or for performance wise. So the key that I like to focus on is doing stuff in advance and planning. So like you're getting ready for a show and you're making food ahead of time, you're getting food, making sure you have it on hand, so if you need to cook it, if you have to make it, you don't have to go run out. If you're super tired, if you had a long day, if you're coming home from work, you want to make sure you have stuff available. That's the name of the game. So when you're getting to the end of that point where you know you're going to take maybe a physical mental break right after that event, plan to have things that you would like to still continue doing, meaning buy extra food. Don't have your fridge completely empty. This is my opinion. I'm not harping and telling you to do this, but from my point of view, it's always better to have the foods that you would like to stick to instead of just throwing it all out the window at the end after your show or your event that you're doing. Have those healthy foods available still. Don't come home to an empty fridge completely where you're picking apart other stuff that you don't want to be having necessarily every day. So get the extra food, prep some food. If you have to use a food prep company to have extra food available that might be prolonged the dates that it's good for, meaning it's vacuum sealed or it's going to stay in the fridge for a little while, so when you get back from your trip or when you get done with your show, you have something available. Keep in your house foods that you want to eat. If you're one of those people that likes to hoard on all the foods that you're waiting for at the end of your show, still in moderation have that available, because 1 day on it, 2 days on it, 3 days on it, and you got so much of that food in your house, you're going to pick at it and you're going to eat it. And if that's okay, if that's what you want, okay. But if you're going to continue to hoard all the foods that are not helping you towards getting back on track or the feeling of being in control after your show, then you gotta think again. So again, plan ahead even towards the end of your show. Have food ready, have food made, have a plan in place, know what you're going to do afterwards, because the feeling is real when you get to that point, when you're done competing or you've gotten to that event and you have no plan and you're picking at different things and you're changing what your goal in your mindset is based on what's available to you. And you shouldn't have to do that. So again, just some tips from me. Been there. Always better feeling to have things fall into place afterwards and not be scrambling around. So mentally prepare as well. And for the physical feeling, of course, foods might make you feel differently if you haven't had them in a while. So just be You ready for that? There's a lot of supplements that you've been taking from the BCAAs, your vitamins, nutrients, minerals. Don't just stop that cold turkey afterwards. It's all about health, wellness still. So your body's going to react different if you're throwing a bunch of different foods at it. So why not keep your foundation that you've built so much upon, your health and wellness, first, So that's it from me. The journey continues. Take it easy. We'll be having more videos shortly.